What's going on? What's going on? We're back. We're back. It is Monday. I was trying to do daily videos. Didn't make one yesterday, but as guaranteed, I made one today. And just use yesterday as a day to just read up on my books. Sorry for that. Haven't been reading up on my books. I'm trying to finish up the Abraham Maslow book, and so I said, you know what? No videos today. Got caught up with Super Bowl. Go Patriots! Any Patriots fans? It wasn't the most exciting Super Bowl, but hey, whoever loves it, big fans. Congratulations. If it matters to you guys that much. But as I was reading today the book, the Abraham Maslow book, I got a couple of insights I wanted to share with you guys. I posted on my Instagram, and it was pretty powerful in the sense that, yeah, I'm studying the mind itself, and I'm able to kind of digest, because I feel like it's the most important thing or factor in all of our successes and how we live our lives and what we choose to do as a career, and making decisions for ourselves that will eventually be the best for us. Every individual is different. We all have our own path, and I think we're quick to label people like, hey, he's he likes sports, so he has to be in sports. No, I mean, necessarily because I like sports doesn't mean I can still meditate. I can still like books. I can still love art. Like, just because you have a certain label doesn't mean that you can't try certain things, right? But I think we're very quick to classify people in certain, I guess, occupations and whatever it may be in around the world. Even religion, race, for that matter. But here in the U.S., we're very quick to think that if somebody likes certain things, they're a certain way, and not necessarily true. But in the book itself, come on, Rocky, say hi to Rocky, guys, and he wants to be in the video, so here you go. And note to self, you guys gonna have a dog, it's a lot of work. But it's the love that you probably never have. So going back to the book itself by Abraham Maslow, he states that the war within yourself is the strongest, the biggest war we have going on. It's not the outside forces, it's not your friends, family, which hear a lot about in these books and stuff like that, other books as well, self-development. But the mind itself it's born to lie to you, right? And as I go on my journey of discovering more about the mind, you start being a little bit more aware about how your mind functions and how you're told certain things that you probably are not necessarily true, but your mind portrays that they are to you, and you make it such a big deal. Quick example, yesterday was Super Bowl, right? And I haven't been watching football all year, but I said, you know what, let's watch this game. It's the final game of the season. The winner takes all, and the winner is the champion. And we've been programmed that this game means so much to us that our minds are even like, okay, parties, marketing chips, all these things that they market to us that is part of the Super Bowl. Because it's obviously a great time for business at this certain day, this Sunday. And as I start to become more aware of the mind, you kind of realize that it really doesn't have no relevance in your life. It's not really important. It's not really a day that you're gonna, if you miss the game, you're gonna miss out on life, right? But they definitely, the media and the sports channels, I was a big watcher of Sports Center. They make you believe that this is the hype. They hype it up, and you have to be there, and you have to watch it. And it's obviously, it's all marketing, right? But if you're not aware of your emotions, you get really emotional with this game, and you feel like you have to be home at a certain time and watch this game. And if you have to work or whatever it may be, you feel like you're not successful, or it's a game of a lifetime where it's only one game of the whole year, and it has whoever wins the championship really has no relevance to our lives in real effects to our lives. It's just a fan base type of thing. It has nothing to do. You're not gonna become wealthier. You're not gonna have more intelligence. You're not gonna have a better relationship. You're not gonna have a relationship with yourself. Like, a lot of things are not gonna get better just because somebody wins. But this is what we're told, and this is what we believe in our minds. And then the mind itself. Yesterday, I was running around, a little personal. My daughter was sick, and I had to take it to the urgent clinic. And Rocky, can you take it easy, boy? It was I had to go, and it was like literally like half an hour before the game started, and I got kind of like this like panic attack. Like, okay, I'm gonna miss the game, and it was really like if I was like really angry, and not angry in a sense, but a little bit mad that I had to go and take her. But this is my daughter. Like, I have to really tend to her. This is not like a regular. This is an emergency type of thing, right? But you kind of, your mind kind of has to lie to you, telling you that the game is more of an emergency than your daughter's health. And I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but unless you're aware of it, you can actually believe that. So, I went to the emergency clinic. Everything was quick. Thank God we got there pretty fast. Obviously, I missed the game, the first quarter, and I realized nothing changed. My life didn't get worse. I didn't get a life-changing event just because I missed the first quarter. But as I become more aware of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, you kind of realize that you can get led by the mind to think certain things. So I started thinking, okay, if that's one aspect that my mind was making me feel a certain way, imagine what else it makes you feel. How about other emotions of fear of missing out on certain things, like not going out with your friends and staying home on a certain night, maybe not getting that job promotion and you feel like that was the end all be all, or not getting that a certain thing you had in mind to buy, a goal, and you didn't accomplish, and now you feel like your life is over. When you come to look at the real context of it, it has it has nothing to do with who you are. It has no effect on you. It's just all in the mind. So I want you guys to jump on. Maybe you guys can have any comments, any situations you guys may have been in. Hold on, let me put him down. There you go. That you have been led to believe that certain thing you had to do, you needed to do, even though you didn't want to do it. Certain things you needed to do, and then you realize you really didn't need to do anything. And then I think little by little I realized that certain choices and certain events that we have in our lives, we don't need to do anything. We're led to believe that we have to, but we don't need to do anything. As long as you're content and happy with what you're doing, your choices, and you're not hurting somebody else, I think it's a very relaxing, a choice or a form of freedom to know that you don't need to do anything. You're doing it because you want to do it. Me starting this channel is doing it because I want to do it. I'm not worried about what others might think. I was in the beginning, but I'm like, this has nothing to do with everybody else. It has to do with me. So I wanted to go ahead and voice and show my opinions on this channel. But when you realize that you don't need, look at the word need, to do anything. You can do what you want to do, and it's your choice. And I think I was watching an Oprah video today, and she says nobody's gonna come and help you. Nobody's gonna come and save your life. You are the one that decides on what choices you want to make, and you don't need to do anything. You can stay the way you want to stay. But if you are not fulfilled where you are right now, you have to make that choice. If you're happy and content, then it's great. You don't need to do anything else. If you're having type of an uneasiness like I have on your job, then you need to change it. And you need to. But if you're content with your job and you're content with your situations, by all means, keep doing it. You're successful, man. You're successful in life. We were talking about it yesterday with my friend Ramon. Look out for we're working on another project. That's the next project. But right now, he was stating that Earl Nightingale in his book, he says everybody's a success. A success is somebody that's going after a worthy ideal of what they believe is they're going after. So anybody that wants to, let's say for example, your goal is to graduate from school, you're a success. Once you graduate from school, you're a success. If your worthy ideal of a goal is maybe to get that job, you got the job, you're a success. We kind of start comparing successes to other people's successes, but everybody has a different definition of success. And me putting up these channels here, I feel like I'm already a success because I am holding myself accountable, making two videos, at least a video a day on my daily videos. Excuse me. But on that sense, every time I put out a video, I'm already a success. Whether I get 2 likes, whether I get 1, whether I get 1,000, I'm not worried about that. Yes, you want to have the recognition, but you don't need it, and that's the difference. So as I go upon my journey here, and I take you guys on with me, understand that I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm not doing it for any type of recognition or any type of approvals. it's nice to get it, but it doesn't mean you need it. And I think once we change the needing to just, going after what your heart desires, what you want to do, you kind of start seeing more freedom to be yourself. And going back to the book of Abraham Maslow, that's the war within. That's the war inside of us, where we want to be ourselves, but then we start tugging at what you're sold, or where you're conditioned that you have to be certain things. So you go towards that, but then you're not really being yourself. So it's like a pull, tug of war, and your real self, who you really want to be, it's like suppressed, and it's not really being expressed. And the other version of yourself is like society, where you want to be successful, so you do what you have to do to get there, but it might not be necessarily your route, your path. And as I said in other videos, you have to you have to really sit down with yourself and become aware. And as in the Cow Seeds videos that really got me inspired to do this channel, meditation is a very great way of doing it. Sit down and just sit down what it is you really want, and just contemplate. And sometimes action, as I wrote on my Instagram yesterday, action and contemplation is two great metaphors, or two great words in life, but you have to decide which one is best at that time. So maybe if you're really uneasy and you're really not happy, you gotta contemplate for this moment. Just really not do much at all. And then once you decide what it is you want, then you act on it. But just remember, the war that we have within ourselves, that is the biggest war that you're gonna have to fight every day, and will be the determining factor on how fulfilled or happy you are in your life. If you're winning the battle within yourself daily, then you can face any other outside influence, outside factors, stress, job loss, relationship loss, all these things. You can face it a lot better when you're winning within yourself. And it all starts with you. That's why I started this channel, because I feel like a lot of us don't understand that any external things happening to us are not really the factor of why you are feeling the way you're feeling. It all starts with your mind and how you process your thoughts. And I hope this got a little bit of enlightenment. Excuse me, because for some reason now I'm stuffy nose. But again, today's Monday. Thank you for joining me, and check out my next video. Thank you guys.